สวัสดีค่ะ Welcome to Buddhism Today, where the world discovers Thai way of Buddhism. We get angry when getting insulted and ending up trying to do something to overcome that insult. But how we should actually deal with the situation, and can we overcome the anger?
So the question of what to do when you are insulted, or how we should relate to that. This is a very good question. The Buddha's example is that when a proud Brahmin came up to him and criticized him for disgracing his family, for spoiling the religion, for confusing people with wrong ideas, and attacked him verbally in the street, then the Buddha asked him a question. He said, Brahmin, if somebody comes to your house, some family or friends, do you offer them refreshments and food or drink? He said, well, of course I do. I'm an ordinary householder. That's the natural, polite thing to do. Then the Buddha said, so if somebody comes to your house and you welcome them in, you offer them food and drink, and if they decline that, they don't accept the food and drink you offer, then to whom does that food and drink belong? He said, well, it belongs to me, of course, because they haven't accepted it, so it's still mine. Why do you ask? And the Buddha says, friend, you offer me your anger, but I don't accept it, so it still belongs to you. So this is a very skillful way and then of responding, and then as the dialogue continued, then the Brahmin developed faith in the Buddha and became his student. So when somebody insults us, then the most helpful thing to do is to learn how not to react. That doesn't mean that we just shut ourselves down or that we say, just walk away. But what it means is that we are learning how to listen to what the other person is saying, looking at the feelings that we have, maybe the feeling of being attacked, and recognizing that it's up to us whether we take hold of that feeling or whether we recognize, oh, this is the feeling of being attacked. This person's really having a go at me. And we can do that. And when somebody verbally abuses us, just like the example of the Buddha, the Brahmin was coming at him and was loud and aggressive, and even when that Brahmin became an Arahant, his nickname was still Bharadvaja the Abusive. Even when he was an Arahant, he was known as the Abuser. That was his nickname. But even when someone is being very harsh and coarse to us, it's still our choice whether we react. So when someone insults us, it's important to consider, well, what's the reason they're speaking that way? Do they have my best interests at heart, or are they just acting on an unskillful impulse? Where are they coming from? And then when you consider that, then you can ask yourself, so what's the best way of responding? Should I answer their question? Should I just be quiet? Should I address the fact that they're very angry and that they are, say, obviously in a state of distress? What should I do? So we learn how to respond rather than react.